Hello dear Fastmatic friends. Today we are studying how to factorize a sum or a difference of cubes. Let's go please. First of all, I remember you that when you are factoring, it is very important to count terms. So here, for instance, we see that we have one term separated by a positive sign of another term. So we have two terms. The first question, we're going to see the list of factorization cases. Do we have something that is repeating in the two terms? No, it is not. So we are not talking about the monomial common factor. After that, are we seeing a polynomial that is repeating? Do we have parentheses? No. So we don't have a polynomial common factor. After that, do we have a grouping case? No, we cannot group the terms because for grouping we need at least 4 terms. Do we have 3 terms to make a trinomial procedure? No, we have only 2 terms. Do we have 2 terms separated by a negative sign and both with square root? No. It is not easy to get the square root of t to the power of 3, so it is not a difference of squares. But do we have 2 terms that have a cube root separated by a plus or by a negative sign? Yes. So it is the sum case, the sum of cubes, or the difference of cubes. Difference if you have the negative sign, sum if you have the plus sign. Okay, so what is the rule? We are gonna put a parenthesis. The cube root of t to the power of 3 is t. We copy this sign, and the cube root of 1 is 1, because 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Now, pay attention, we're going to write the first term squared, after that the opposite sign, after that the multiplication of both terms, t times 1t, and finally plus, always plus, the second term squared. And that's it. Very, very easy if you memorize that rule. Now we pass to the second example. We count the terms. We have here 2 terms. So we see, we make questions. So do we have something repeating in both terms? No. So it is not monomial common factor. Do we have parentheses repeating? No. So it is not polynomial common factor. Can we group those terms? No. At least we need 4 terms. So it is not factoring by grouping. Do we have 3 terms? No. So it is not a trinomial. Do we have 2 terms separated by a negative sign with square root? No. So it is not a difference of squares. Do we have 2 terms with cube roots? Yes. The sign, it is not important. You can do it with a sum and with a difference. So the cube root of 8x cubed is 2x. We copy the sign, and after that the cube root of 27 is 3, and the cube root of 64 is 4. Now, remember, when you calculate the cube root of something, you need to divide the exponent by 3. And if it is the square root, you need to divide the exponent by 2. So here we have z exponent 2, because 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now you put the first term squared, after that the opposite sign, after that the multiplication of both terms. 2 times 3 over 4 is 6 over 4, but simplified 3 over 2 x z squared. And finally, plus the second term squared. 9 over 16. 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, and after that z exponent 4. And that's it. Very easy if you memorize the rules. Please, you must practice a lot, but this is very important for rationalizing cube roots, for example. When you take the calculus course, it is very, very important. Thank you very much, dear Fastmatic friends. See you next time.